Hello, everyone, to all the masses out there watching this session on YouTube land. And welcome to AI, the cool stuff. This is our first meeting since last year, really, I suppose. Um, we've all survived Christmas. We've not had any coronaries or got so fat that we don't fit on the screen anymore. But we're all here. And hopefully most people put their mince pies in the bin by now. So it's or let them lurk in the cupboard for a little bit longer. But anyway, as always, we'll just introduce ourselves and then we'll do some other AI related stuff. Steffi.
Stephanie, 32-year veteran web developer, just published your bot officially. I had a sign up from Singapore. Well, and he has
Oh,
logged in because he created an extra bot and he asked it questions and it went, well, I'm just a digital turnip because I don't know anything. And he hasn't been back since. But apart from that, it all's going well. Working on your PCM version 3, which I will have a chat with ChatGPT and see how I can work out AI into it more. But yeah, no, all things good. Had a good Christmas. Didn't turn my computer on Christmas Day on New Year's or Boxing Day. Although I have to admit, I was very fidgety on Boxing Day. I really should turn my computer on. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Just ate more mince pies.
good for you. The right choice.
Yeah.
Because being IT people, we don't like being away from the computer for too
Oh,
long.
I know. I mean, my sofa is like literally 6 feet behind me, so I can see my computer all the time.
You have to suddenly start interacting with other humans, and
Yeah,
that's not
no.
good.
Well, I find alcohol helps in that circumstance.
It oils the wheels of
It
sociability.
does.
When you think you're being
Shocking.
funny and you leave, and they think, "What a twat."
Yeah.
Okay, Jane.
Hi there, Jane Chakraborty. The company's Invicta Linux. We do IT systems for small and medium-sized businesses with a strong focus on security and privacy. And we tend to deal with experts in um, Linux and open source. And oh, it's snowing in Margate. Who can
Is that
believe
an app?
it?
Is that an app?
Yards away from the sea. Anyway, sorry about that distraction. Yes, and that's me. Thank you very much, David.
All right. Okay. Good. Excellent. Shirley.
Hi, I'm Shirley. I still work in health and wellness. So we're working with people who want to, make a change this year. Who here knows people that are thinking about losing some weight, getting fitter, changing their lifestyle somehow? They need a bit of money. Well, give me a call. I can help if you let me.
Okay. Thanks, Shirley. Good morning, Andy. How are you?
Good morning. We're doing intros.
Yeah.
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 Morning, I'm Andy. I'm a mail stripper, but because I don't earn much money for that, I have to sort out people's websites crap.
Very good. Yeah. I want a refund. There's yeah, and I've got a portfolio career, but I'm basically a web designer. And I thought I was until I used the roast my website prompt, and now I find out I'm totally crap. But never
Oh,
mind. But it's but more about that later on. So okay, and so I think that's it. News wise, it's the usual thing. Elon Musk has been talking about AGI. I don't know if you've seen that. He said that they've got to have AGI working by the end of 2026, otherwise they're cooked. Not sure what that means, but
what's
it's
what's AGI? Sorry, David.
AGI. Like but it's about having intelligence rather than just being um,
Oh,
instead of. I don't know how you define intelligence in that regard.
yeah.
So
AGI is the conscious side of the
mm,
uh, of AI. I would say. I say what we've got at the moment is subconscious, and
mm,
AGI is supposed to be the conscious layer on top of it.
Yeah.
I heard somebody. I think it was one of the vice presidents of Microsoft. He was a guest editor on the Today program over Christmas, and it was really interesting. And he started Inflection with Reid Hoffman, and as I say, I mean that's been sold to Microsoft now, so he's with them. But he was talking about this whole idea of intelligence and decision making, and he thought. That probably would be to our detriment ultimately. I mean, it was quite a complicated argument, much of which I didn't follow at all. But yeah, if you think you've got something that's far more intelligent than you knocking around, you've got to be worried, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, their target is for it to be as smart as a human. So they've
Oh,
set the bar
oh,
pretty.
it's
They've set
hello.
the bar pretty low.
Yeah,
That'll last for 5 minutes while it rewrites itself.
yeah, exactly.
That's
Oh my
right.
goodness,
And then
yeah,
we have artificial superintelligence, and we'll be,
yeah. I
Yeah,
suppose with quantum on the scene now, I mean that's going to be the way, isn't it? But
Well, for humans, they've set a baseline starting with people from Chatham and then working outwards.
yeah, yeah. I saw there's a sign in the railway carriage toilets. It says, "Do not flush the chain while at a station," and then someone's written underneath, "Except at Chatham." And there's, I don't know if it's still flushes
Brilliant.
itself under the railway line, but I don't know. Yeah, so we're either going to get AGI or the world's most expensive space heater. So
Yeah. Wow.
we shall see what happens. I sort of, I guess Elon has got enough money to worry about that sort of thing. I keep reading stuff about Lovable. I've sort of dabbled with it, but it's a way of it's a vibe coding for website. In the first 5 months, it's gone from nothing to $6.6 billion valuation. So non-technical people, Shirley, listen up. Non-technical people can build apps by just typing in, "Make me a to-do app."
but
Apparently,
when they say apps, they don't mean apps that are in the phone stores. They don't mean apps
no,
that have the entire
you could
ecosystem.
technically you could publish it in the phone stores, but it would be, I guess, it would probably be more like a web app
Yeah.
um, than there, and it's
It doesn't worry me because you've got the entire ecosystem to build behind it, and that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
people aren't doing.
And there's to be apparently there are 30,000 new apps every day being created. 99% of them are to-do apps. So I mean, I'm not sure if if it's something to be worried about. AI, Paper Wolf. I thought that was a great name. It's a group of people who are hackers, basically called the Paper Wolf, and they just used they used. You may have read it, but without taking it in. But it's AI generated documents that tricked sort of defence contractors. So anyone with a few API credits can look like a pro hacker now. So it's but they're kind of using AI to detect hacking that's done by AI, So it's kind of and we shall see where that goes. And the ChatGPT, they're now has its own app store with Expedia and Spotify, and
You got a new health system as well.
right, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's only available in America, but you can plug your health records in and all your MyFitnessPal and stuff like that.
oh right, yeah,
Yeah, and it can do predictions and stuff.
You're gonna die tomorrow.
It could be quite depressing, couldn't it?
Yeah,
Not available in the UK. Yeah, I don't think the NHS be happy about plugging in your
no,
NHS record to it.
because I mean, from what I've read, it's been doing a lot of hallucinating, So it was kind of making up destinations to go on Expedia, sort of make up a place, and then it does a search for it and can't find it. So there. Yeah, but there are, that they. I saw there was something about liver disease. They'd worked out a cure for some kind of liver disease.
I think medical advancements is a great use of AI.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because the pattern recognition is superb on it.
yeah, yeah. So there's actually an AI assisted drug for liver disease. He's actually doing a clinical trial, so it's got that far. So I think that's definitely a positive.
Are we going to talk about porn grok?
Porn grok. I haven't heard of porn grok. Go on.
It's just grok's allowing you to nudify people and
Oh, I see.
sexualize children and all sorts of. It's just like poor old Elon's like, I'm only going to allow paid members to do it.
Right. Okay. So you could have a new Donald Trump as your desktop image,
You could, yeah.
and make sure you keep your other windows open. Right. So I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on BBC Tech about Grok AI.
oh right,
Appearing
okay.
to have made child sexual imagery. That's
Oh,
not.
okay. Well, that's not going to be popular,
I
is
think
it?
they've locked it down now, except for subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
but
anyone,
you know, you pay for it, you still carry on creating porn. It's not good.
It's $7 a month, isn't it, or something like that?
No, it's not a huge amount.
So I mean, it's not going to be a bar to people. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's sort of doing a bit of fun is one thing, but kids and things, it's a bit much. Because
Yeah.
see, Alexa's doorbell has become some sort of, I don't know if it's become a fashion critic, but it's kind of, it detects people as they're coming towards your door and whether they look like a delivery driver or not,
Or a hobo.
And
A hobo at the door.
it says here you can, and it tells delivery drivers where to go.
oh dear.
You can tell the guy with the big suitcase full of cleaning products where to go as well, hopefully.
Or the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they got a copy of the Watchtower under their arm.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a devil worshipper. Hail Satan.
Scanned for those things. So, yeah. So I mean, I suppose it recognises your postman's jacket, saves you pinging you while you're at work and tells you there's somebody at the door. So it's because a friend of mine had one of those, and every time somebody come even up the stairs towards their front door, it would, every single Alexa, and she had one in every single room because she loved it, it used to go off with like loud ringing that someone was approaching the door.
The only thing I have voice notifications for is my patio. So when my cat stays out late and I go to bed, it'll actually tell me when he's turned up on the patio. So I'll go and let him in.
Right.
It's normally about 3 in.
Mm.
Not pleasant.
So yeah, we don't have we have a doorbell. It's
I've got 4. I've got my doorbell, I've got my patio, I've got my big wired camera for the garden, which looks at all the gardens, and I've got my car park, which is keeping an eye on my car.
right.
So they're all Ring cameras. They're doing quite well, actually.
Mm.
I didn't know you lived in the ghetto.
No, I live way out in the countryside, but it's really funny because when my cat comes in, it goes, there's motion detected in the car park, there's motion detected in the garden, there's motion detected on the patio, and because of the speed of it, it's like that's definitely a cat. So,
Yeah, we've just got it's not a Ring, it's a Eufy. EUTHY, I think. And the reason we got it is because you don't have to subscribe to it and you don't have to store the data on its cloud. You buy a separate, like a home-based hub. And it's quite good, but I don't know. It's quite, and it detects people are just walking past, which is obviously a bit of a flaw. So, and the battery doesn't last very long either. So there's lots of negatives, but yeah.
That's because it's picking up people going past.
Yeah, I
Or
think
just
we'll have
eating
to
up.
redesign the range or something. I don't think you can do that
you
with
can
that one.
actually set the detection areas on cameras. So on mine, all right. So my front door cam, I used to have it just to the end of my path, which is at the end of my garden. And then I kept getting police turning up going, oh, have you got any footage of this?
Oh,
Yeah. So, all right, okay. So I made the whole thing motion detectable and it will record, but I've had to switch off the notifications.
Oh.
So it won't tell me, but it's recording so much more now, and obviously my battery's not lasting as long.
So where does the data go that it's recording then, Steph? Because it must be
up to the ring cloud.
right.
Missmarple.com.
So
Yeah.
in your app, you've got a history, and it shows all
Yeah.
the clips it recorded over.
Yeah.
I think I'm paying $7.99, so I get 6 months worth.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Anyone who don't like the look of automatically gets uploaded to
Yeah.
Twitter, nudified, and published on social media.
Yeah, well,
that'll learn them.
I've had to send a couple of clips to the police because things have happened outside the house, and they, have you got that? And I go, yeah, I've got it. So I showed them, and then go, oh, can you send that to us? You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you're in the middle of nowhere, what are they investigating? A fox or a rabbit? Or
no,
something?
there's a lady across the street from me. She keeps getting 2 a.m. toilet paper delivery. It's very weird and very unsettling for her because she never ordered it. And every 2 weeks, and it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody turns up and throws a 4-pack of toilet paper in her garden. It's very, very strange. Nobody knows why, and the police are involved now. So they've asked me to keep an eye on the cameras.
Wow.
I mean, she's got signs up and everything.
Have you managed to capture the act? No.
No, but there was also there was a guy parked outside my house, and he was doing some garden work for the girl. And this guy from up the road came along and started having an argument with him. And the guy who had to start the argument accused the guy of driving into him and knocking him over. But I recorded that. But I recorded him driving off. The guy was absolutely fine and continued walking. So they got him for wasting police time because of my video.
So in America, they would just shot him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
There's no point in banning about, is there?
Full of lead, that'll do it.
You're in the way. I'm going to shoot you. There you go.
When you get the answer to the lady in the toilet paper thing, that's that'll be interesting, because otherwise it's going to keep me awake at night thinking about that one.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Nobody knows why it's happening, but it's a proper, 4-pack of toilet roll. It's just, somebody's delivering toilet roll, but she's not paying for it.
It could be a generous
at that time in the
gesture.
morning.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's very weird.
It's like maybe they started during the pandemic when, as we all know, toilet paper was hard to get, and they just kept it up as a gesture of goodwill.
Yeah.
Or maybe they started it then and they got Alzheimer's and they just keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like a muscle memory now, or brain memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's useful to have them, but yes, the more you record, the more your battery life runs down.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to change the battery on my doorbell.
Right, I shall show you what I just did earlier this morning, which is create a new notebook. Then I uploaded some files, which was all my notes from this particular meeting actually. So I did the last 6 months of last year, which is all of those, and it uploads those to NotebookLM pretty fast, to be honest. And then I just keyed in compare my uploaded notes to current industry trends. What key topics am I missing that my audience would care about? And then off you go, and it reads all those documents. Can you imagine doing this like 2 or 3 years ago? You'd have to go through every single document and write down notes and write down there, and it's and then off it goes. So it's every time you run it, it comes up with different answers, but it's still, but they're still valid. So I think it's.
I like NotebookLM, but it's the interface. It just feels it's not very pretty, is it? The way it presents stuff. You'd think they would do a better job with it.
No, it's not. And I'll come to that in a minute actually, because there's another. There is a way around that. So there's so I sort of got it to generate the things I was missing, which I thought they were mostly quite interesting. I'm not going to go through them all, but I mean, the other one, I know Steffi mentioned it before, was the uh, the things that are concerning the AI companies is model collapse and the data scarcity crisis, because the internet, well, the web is now more than 50% AI slop. Low quality this is low quality generated junk that is generated itself.
Have I told you I've told you my theory about the internet and AI slot.
Yeah.
Eventually 100% of the internet will be AI slot. At that point, it'll either grind to a halt or become conscious.
Well, this is what the thing that is what they're saying, is that the AI models are training themselves on the slop that's been produced by the AI models, you know. So it's like older stuff before it got better at writing, and so it's always going to be behind. So it's rather than it's not actually. I'd have thought they'd be able to tell what was AI and what wasn't, but apparently this is a problem.
Oh, AI testers are always getting things wrong, aren't they?
Yeah. They said
Now, I wrote an entire blog post that was pure me, and an AI tester told me it was 90% AI. I was like, what?
Yeah, you're right like a robot.
Apparently so.
That's the only conclusion you can come to.
Oh, maybe I am AI. Maybe I don't realise.
Maybe you're not really here.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Has anyone looked at their ChatGPT year in review?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's quite fascinating.
Mine was most likely to debug the universe.
It's quite intriguing because you ask it, and then you ask further, don't you? You know, what sort of person am I? What sort of user am I, and all that. And it comes back and it does its usual nicey stuff. So you can't help but feel in the background it's probably saying other things about you.
Yeah.
But there was a prompt going around. You know, I think it's like, you know, based on everything you know about me, tell me what sort of person I am or what I need to do to improve my life. And with me, it came up with you think there's a glass ceiling, but you smashed through it years ago.
Yeah, I think it came back and said I'm in the top 5% of power users, but I reckon it tells everyone that.
Probably.
Yeah, and it's apparently if you ask ChatGPT to get all the data they've got on you, the file they send you is completely enormous.
Okay.
It's virtually everything you've ever keyed in.
Oh, I haven't done that.
So it's because they were talking about you could then feed that into the chatbot and say extract other stuff, but they said it was impractical because it's far larger than you'd be able to upload back into ChatGPT. I've never tried it, but I mean, it's just I heard it on YouTube yesterday. I just made a note of it. So I mean, it's yeah. The other one was the geopolitics of energy and infrastructure and AI, and a lot of countries are regarding AI like a sovereign thing, a bit like energy, you know, like energy, gas, electricity, water, AI. So there's a move towards setting up their own AI infrastructures rather than falling out with America and then not being able to.
Yeah, can you imagine falling out with America and every bit? So you put sanctions on America, you stop using American companies and buying American products. But what would happen to the world if they said we're going to block American software? We'd be buggered completely. AI would be gone, Google would be gone, Microsoft would be gone, all the social media would be gone.
No, the Chinese are coming in. Let's buy their stuff.
Yeah, we'd have to buy. I was going to say that we'd have to buy the Chinese stuff.
Yeah.
You should see some of those YouTube. I've seen one on other Chinese cities, but I saw one on Shanghai yesterday, and it's as the commentator said, it's like living in 2050. You know, it's like they're so far ahead. The countries like Britain are never going to catch up with their big cities. Now I know there's probably peasants walking in the paddy fields between the cities, you know, living a low quality life, but the cities are certainly
I'll tell you not the .com, the AI bubbles concerning me a little bit.
Mm,
I'm actually thinking, is OpenAI going to survive that bubble bursting? And I don't think it is a bubble. I think it's a loop because they're all investing in each other. But I'm just like, do I need to have a switch that flicks between OpenAI and Google and
Yeah,
possibly something else?
like a fail safe, isn't it? Like you do
yeah,
with your
so if
power.
one
Yeah.
goes down, I can actually
Yeah.
just switch everything over
or
to Gemini or whatever.
have your backup as the Chinese one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tempted to do it. I am
because
tempted
one,
to
they're
do
quite
it.
reasonably priced, and two, they're not likely to go bust because they've got the Chinese government essentially behind them, and or I guess the American ones would have the American government behind it if anything
Oh,
bad happened.
I
But
feel a bit more confident if OpenAI had a data center in the UK,
Mm.
because that way, if America got blocked, at least the UK OpenAI company would be still running. So, but OpenAI is not distributed. It's not like, Microsoft have Azure data centers in Europe, so you can get your data GDPR secure and stuff like that. They're not doing that yet, and I think they need to distribute their network a bit more. So that if those connections are severed, imagine what the Russians would do in a war. They'd just start chopping out data cables.
yeah.
So you have to think about business resilience when it comes down to AI now.
Yeah. And the move, I was reading as well yesterday, the move is towards smaller models as well. Like you get these huge models, like obviously like ChatGPT, but people have got smaller local models for their own purposes. So, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of guff in in the average large language model, and
Yeah.
things like Copilot, which are just run on your computer, are obviously much more compact, but they still seem to have, they can access the wider world if they need to, or you want it to, but its database is kind of very, obviously if you've got AI on an iPhone, that they can't have the whole world on there, it's just
It'd be interesting if OpenAI did like a server-based version of the models, so I could install it on my server. That'd be quite an interesting way of doing it.
yeah.
But I'm seriously tempted about having model switching in your box.
Because it shouldn't cost any more, would it? It's the setting up is a pain, but you're paying for the API, the API use.
Yeah, well, the thing is that the Gemini prompts and responses will be a different structure to OpenAI ones. So all I have to say is if I've got this overriding switch, am I using OpenAI? Then use this prompt structure and deal with this response structure. If I'm using Gemini, I need to switch it to different structures. So it's not a huge deal. It would just mean a bit of rewriting to allow me to do that. But I'd have to have different structures for every single AI that I got involved with, but that I put in the switch. But that's the thing, do I do OpenAI and Gemini, or do I do OpenAI, Gemini, and a Chinese one just in case,
Yeah. No.
Is that the one that we looked at, the Chinese one, didn't we? Some months ago now. It was
Yeah.
M anus or something. Manus.
Manus is one, and I was going to say deep thought, but I mean,
Deep thought as it was. What was it called? Deep Seek, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Deep Seek, yeah.
DeepSeek is another. There's two main Chinese companies, isn't there? There's Alibaba and the other one. It's gone completely out of my head, but there's let's have a look, see if I can. Trouble is I've got like an AI tab, and it's got so much stuff in it. Quen and DeepSeek are the main ones in China, And I've got another one that's in Chinese writing, so I can't really tell. That's CapCut, Dreamina, that's more images and things. So yeah, so it's difficult. The other one is the big thing they say is coming up this year is more defensive. It's about security, orchestration, automation, and response systems. SOAR, AI-driven SOAR, that can detect a breach and rewrite a company's firewall in milliseconds. So that's. But then it's always it's a constant to and fro, isn't it, between the hackers and the people trying to stop.
Yeah, nothing's ever 100% secure. I mean, I've hardened my servers as much as I possibly can, but sometimes you go too far and it locks everybody out, you know. So you can only make it 99. It's why service guarantees are only like 99%.
Yeah.
You can never make it 100%.
Yeah. And the other one was about quantum, but I can't talk about quantum computing because it gives me a headache.
No, straight over my head. Yeah.
Places existing in more than one place at once.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's
spooky action at a distance.
That's right. Yeah, could be the other side of the universe, and it would still be all right.
I don't know if Ian's going to be joining us. You're always tied up, perhaps, with something.
Perhaps he's tied up. Yeah, I don't want to talk about his sexual proclivities, but
or his two ties strangled him.
Yeah. And I took a note of some hallucinations, which I'll briefly go over as well, which I thought some of them are quite funny because it kind of makes up phrases and things, you know, and it's sort of idioms. It's one that made me laugh. You can't lick a badger twice. It made up for it's a non-existent phrase. You can't trick someone a second time. And then the don't milk the ghost cow, which is like sort of no point in beating a dead horse, you know, that sort of thing. And then the other one, which was I saw in quite a few different places, was Google suggesting using non-toxic glue to keep cheese and toppings from sliding off a pizza.
Yeah.
Which is
genius.
Pricing, it claimed a caramel brulee latte from Starbucks cost $410. It confused the calorie count with the price. And it also said in the same thing, it said that Starbucks had a 60-day return policy on beverages. This drink's cold. And it gave Dunkin' Donuts a rating of 11,794.3 stars out of 5.
Maths genius too.
So anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, that was it. So now I'm gonna share my screen again. I'm going back to notebooks. Share this. So this is this is AI notebook. Let's start a new one. Create a new notebook. You can get it to search resources for you without you having to put them in. Originally, NotebookLM, you had to put in your own resources, and then it would then just use that as a database. But so if I said so if I want to weird ice cream from around the world, right? So it's going to go off and it's going to research the websites. Now, this kind of relates back to what we were talking about earlier about. So I'm not going to read through. I'm just going to import them anyway. Now, if we go to I should wait for it to do it. It's normally quite quick. Maybe one of these websites is about 1 million words long or something. Okay, it's rejected 2 of them, but I think we've probably got enough to go on.
Hmm.
So this gives you, as Andy said earlier, it gives you like not a very good format. So with Google Gemini now, we can, if I click on add, I can go to NotebookLM and I can import that last, which I didn't know what it was called, but it's so it's I'd have called it Beyond Vanilla rather than Beyond the Pale, but never mind. So now it's imported that notebook into Gemini. So if we could then go to I'm just thinking, we go to Tools and Canvas. Create a modern gallery style page describing at least 12 weird ice cream flavors.
Belt cream roll.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
It'll probably understand
yeah,
it.
yeah, it'll know. It'll probably roll its eyes into its head, into its virtual head. And, here we go. It's doing something. So there's it's writing the document in HTML. So it won't take too long because it's pretty tailwind. So okay, so now we've got
Ooh, savoury oyster. Yeah.
the oyster, a Victorian Aryan delicacy documented in Mary Randolph's 1824 cookbook. Okay, bacon and eggs.
Japan, I bet that's wasabi.
What was it? Yeah, spicy wasabi, horseradish style crick.
Oh, fish sauce and caramel. Yeah.
Fish sauce caramel. Yeah, I'm not sure that would be a winner. In this house, if the salted caramel might take away the taste of the other one. Obviously, you can go in and you can replace these images. You could create your own. You could do AI generated.
Could you now just say make this a dark theme and use the font Verdana?
Yeah.
You literally just say that.
Yeah. Make this a
and also put in proper pictures.
A dark theme with the Verdana.
I thought I was the only person who liked Verdana.
You're all right.
I like Verdana. It's a non-serif one, isn't it?
Yeah. And use proper images.
Use real images. Will it? Shall I ask for AI generated? Or let's just
Let's see real or AI generated.
Cream cheese and jelly.
Oh, nice.
There's a strawberry habanero pepper jelly. High-end frozen dessert. US steak.
And chili jam's actually really nice. I don't see how you couldn't make it into an ice cream.
Yeah. So it's going to use Unsplash visuals because I didn't say generated. You can just add your own. There you go. It's just got. Doesn't seem to have a picture for bacon and egg. That doesn't look like ice cream, but I mean, and it's just used generic pictures, so it hasn't done a brilliant job for that. Black soy sauce ice cream. Yeah, I saw one that was totally black. Roasted garlic.
Ooh.
I'm not sure garlic goes with ice cream, so.
I think garlic goes with absolutely anything and everything.
Yeah, and Baby Gaga.
Oh my God, squid ink.
Nice, squid ink. Jet black ice cream.
Wow.
with a briny oceanic finish.
Although they do have black buns in Japan, so that's probably got squid ink in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it will be, like a generic squid, not the real thing? Because that must be a bit of a bitch to catch. They'd be hugely pricey, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah, and you got to kind of milk the squid for its ink.
Yeah, yeah.
Or perhaps you just chase it around with a pencil, then it spits it out on its own.
Looking
Yeah,
fearsome.
Just get the squid angry, then it'll squirt
Yeah.
the ink.
Yeah, but then you've got to catch it, haven't you? And if you're in water, then it'll be diluted. So yes, lots of problems I can foresee with that one. I expect it's a synthetic squid ink.
So,
Yes.
I'll just ask if it's able to generate the images. It'll probably say it can't do it in Canvas because you have to load. It's got different. It's got Canvas, which we're using now, and then it's got Nano Banana, which is a separate thing. And it's in the past it's been not really wanting to do it. So I'd have to generate those images, and then I can put them in. I can just upload them here and say stick these pictures in. Oh, okay. Oh. With high fidelity custom generate feature 12 labels. Okay. Except it hasn't.
Oh dear.
Generation failed. Oh, no.
Oh,
No, hang on, it's doing it. Ah.
so it's only on the rollover that it's working.
Yeah.
So the unrolled over generation failed, but the rolled over worked. Oh, they look really nice.
Yeah, spicy wasabi. Nasal clearing treat. I like that. I like that.
Who doesn't need one of those?
And who's that? So that they kind of made the ice cream look a bit like a steak.
Yeah, clever.
With the marks across there. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, it's made to look like a grilled. Okay, so it's not really steak flavored then, is it? It's chocolate ice cream. It didn't really. It doesn't belong.
That's a bit of a cheat, isn't it?
Yeah. Blue cheese jelly. It's got lumps of blue cheese as a garnish.
Actually, I'd eat that. I would eat that because
Yeah.
I love blue cheese. Oh,
Fermented.
natto's really good. That's a breakfast thing in Japan.
Right. Okay. And black soy sauce. That's kind of blackish, more grey. So yeah, I don't know why it's not.
Oh, baby Gaga. See what it's made of.
Oh, donated breast milk. I didn't read that to start with. Well, I mean, I did see something. I saw something similar the other day, and somebody said, "Well, is it any more weird than drinking cow's milk? At least you're drinking a kind of milk that we're kind of meant to drink originally."
Well, I think the problem is that you don't know necessarily what the mother or the donator, the wet nurse basically has been eating or drinking, do you? So you don't have
Yeah, at least with a cow, you know the history.
Grass.
Yeah.
I want one
Yeah.
from Chatham, at least, an unmarried mother, 14-year-old mother from Chatham, at least it'd be vodka in it somewhere.
Yeah, apart from other drugs as
Let's
well.
pick on Chatham today.
Yeah.
Let's pick on Chatham. And there's the midnight squid ink scoops
Yeah.
with a subtle briny ocean finish.
That looks nice. You could get that in a high-end restaurant. I'd eat that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, because it's only the ink, isn't it? It's only the colour. It could still be a vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
It'd just be black.
Mm.
So it's but it's not really a weird flavour. It's just there. So yeah, I think it's kind of almost a standout job there because it has generated these images, but it's kind of I don't know what would happen if I let's just see. Yeah, no, it's weird that it's only doing on the rollover. I could probably argue with it and say that these are only showing up on the rollover, and it would do something about it. So
Yeah.
it's but so it might decide there's something wrong with the code and just quickly change it. There again, it might take forever thinking about it and eventually do it. So there's but the I mean, the serious point is you can actually get something out of NotebookLM and import it into Gemini and then create a document that's nicer to look at. I think I mean, it would. I think I'm pretty sure I can export this in as a PDF. I don't know if it's.
Is it regenerating the images every time the page loads technically, or is it just doing it once?
I don't know. Yes. That's a bit weird. Yeah, it's fixed it. That one's the same. I think the bacon and egg one did that have like the egg in the top?
That wouldn't be allowed, having a raw egg at the top.
That's different. That's different. That looks similar. They look similar, but they're kind of roasted garlic.
Oh, the midnight squid is different.
Yeah, and the smoked salmon looks similar. The midnight squid ink, it's got an extra scoop, so we've done quite well out of that. So we've got more for our money. But yeah, actually, it looks quite a smart.
Right.
It looks quite a smart page. Actually, it's got quite nice colours, and it's done like I say, you probably have to. You could just regenerate that one and say don't put any raw eggs on the top. It would probably be okay. You could use bits of crispy bacon as a garnish. I imagine that would go quite well with ice cream. But yeah, so that's that. So that's Notebook. I know we've covered Notebook, but they change it. Things happen every week with NotebookLM. It's becoming into quite a really useful tool. So the other one was you know, there are serious ones with Gemini. I was going to create a horror story gallery, like a small business horror story. I don't know, I might have created it. Let me just see if I've actually got it, and then I can just show it you rather than generating it.
Well, clients ghosting us is always a thing. So I'll write a horror story about clients actually turning into ghosts.
Yeah, that's right. The second you this hasn't done the images. I will quickly share that if I can find my Zoom. No, that's not my Zoom. That's the Zoom meetings. This is one I was playing with earlier. So this is Nightmare on Main Street, but this obviously hasn't got the right. I wanted images of monsters up here, and I could do the same as what we've just done with the other one. And yeah, the scope creep, a tiny favour, you know, and then it's the ghoster, incredibly active during the sales phase, becomes invisible exactly 0.5 seconds after deposit invoices. We all know about them. Exposure predator promises a huge platform in exchange for free work.
Yeah, free doesn't pay my mortgage.
Yeah. Payment lurker resides in the swamp of the accounts department, will only emerge after 3 follow-up emails and a direct threat of legal action. Meeting marauder. This could have been an email feeds on a 60-minute blocks of your deep work time, leaves you exhausted and confused. That's a bit like that other lady who came to this meeting. Well, what's her name? Your I can't remember her name now, but she's one of those. And yeah, quick fix banshee. This will only take 5 minutes. It takes 3 hours. So I think that's pretty much. You could do those as well. You know, you could do those. I guess you could. I'm not sure. You could use them in presentations, I suppose, or you could make make them into slides rather than into a website, and then use them as a YouTube, or as a you could you can then ask it to produce, like you can do the same thing as we've just done with NotebookLM. You create you input your sources and things, and then you can say create me a series of 12 social media posts based on these. Like Shirley, you could go in to NotebookLM and say information about aloe vera, or even be more specific about the company, and say give me information about Forever Living, and it'll give you loads of sources. You can then tell you can give Gemini the parameters, you know, what you can say and what you can't, and you can create that in a gem, and then you can just import that notebook and say create me a series of 12 Facebook posts based on that information. You know, I mean, it's
He's trying to get you to use it, Shirley. He's definitely trying.
But it's quite useful. Or you can do LinkedIn because Gemini, same as ChatGPT, it knows what works on LinkedIn and what doesn't work on LinkedIn. Or you could say, give me expert opinions on how to format your LinkedIn page, you know, and then you could say, give me a plan, give me a map of how I should proceed so I get more hits on LinkedIn. I mean, all these things, haven't tried them. It's usually having the time to do these things, you know. But it's if I was kicking my heels and I had a bit of spare time, I would definitely do that. I would definitely improve my LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is where our clients are, isn't it? More than Facebook. So it's you would a LinkedIn post is different because it wants a bit of personality in there as well as information. So people you need business information, but you also need the human story behind it as well, because people like reading shit like that.
My musing posts are quite interesting. So I'm getting like over 100 impressions per musing post. So a musing post is just me writing about, I thought about this feature and this is why I included it. But because I haven't put a link in, I'm getting a lot more impressions of it. It's being distributed more because it's not linking out anywhere else.
Yeah,
which is quite interesting.
It does. Some people say you should put the link in the comments.
First comment, yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't do it straight away. You got to leave it for a little while before there.
Yeah, the last two I did one yesterday, and it's got 10 likes, 10 things with 5 comments, and one I did 5 days ago. They both all got over 100 impressions, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's just putting the link into the comments rather than having it in your main post.
Yeah.
So I'll show the post link. You can see.
They say you should leave it at least. I can't remember if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but you have to leave it a little while before you put the comment in.
Yeah. So this one that I've linked in the first comment, and I've got 2 major comments, and I've replied on them as well. But I've got 10 people who've done a reaction, which is quite cool.
Yeah, I've been doing it since early December, doing the same thing.
Yeah,
it's massively different. I did one 2 days ago, 1,900 impressions. Just before Christmas, 1,000. When about a month ago, 12,000 impressions. No no links in them at all.
Right.
What does an impression actually mean, Andy? Is that somebody that's
It means
hovered over your?
someone's seen it in their feed somewhere.
Yeah, it's
It's
in
been
the
shown
feed.
to them, but it's not. They haven't necessarily read it or clicked on it or done anything with it. But it's been shown. It's been in front of their face.
You have to play this game. You have to play this dance with it, where you've posted something, someone's commented, you put some sort of comment back to them, meaningful comment, and then that keeps it going further and further, and you can just stimulate it on and on and on.
And also, if you tag people in the first comment, because
Yeah, I've seen you do that, Steffi. Yeah.
So it then appears in their feed as well.
Yeah, because I was doing it with the Peppercorn meeting after the meeting, saying, you know, and then tagging everyone that came to the meeting.
You should do that more.
Which was quite a big task when I had people coming to the meeting. But I mean, it was during lockdown, you know, 80 odd people. But it's now it would be.
Well, it's like with this one, it's actually quite easy because you could just say it was great to meet everyone on AI, the cool stuff, and this is what we talked about. Yeah. And then on the first comment, you just tag Steffi, Jane, Shirley, and Andy. You know, and that way that then gets distributed to our feeds as well. And we're likely to at least reaction it.
Yeah, where they are clamping down on things where it's obviously friends and stuff that are constantly doing stuff. They're getting heavy on that.
Like like little circles. Rings they used to call them, didn't they? Like comment rings.
I've got to shoot, guys. So I've got 11 o'clock meeting, but see you next time.
All right,
bye,
take it easy.
Bye.
See ya. Right, okay, yeah, well, it's 11 o'clock anyway, so I'm not going to do there. We'll Pomeli, I talked about yesterday. We'll see if that comes out in the next week or so. I'm hoping it will because it looks pretty awesome. And
we still haven't got Sora on the mobiles yet.
No. And then we'll do the roast my website next week. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and see you next time.
Thanks, David.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, David.
See you next week. Bye now.
Bye.